So if people come in and they're doing something and they're stuck on a step, they can sort of be fully interactive and ask, sort of resolve that. Hey, Tom, you just want to message inside main chat, not necessarily tag everybody, but just say, hey,
Yeah,
we're
in
live
here.
if anybody wants to do this. We can keep this completely informal. It's great. So we gotta find a MetaMask extension. So where would we find that in here? We're adding people or losing people? You guys still see my window? Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't know if
so I'm in
everybody could hear me.
extensions.
Yes.
So we went to preferences and then scroll down to extensions. Open that up. And then we're going to search for MetaMask. We're going to hope that something happens here.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Are you connected to the internet?
Well, I'm streaming, so let's see what happens.
You do need the internet.
Yeah, so Chrome, Google.com, MetaMask. Let's make sure the right thing. This is MetaMask.io. This is featured. This looks good. I'm going to click on this and make sure that it's the right thing. That looks right. So this is the right one. It's got the checkbox created by the owner of the listed website. So this looks good, and we're going to add this to Chrome.
Also, 10 million plus users. Pretty impressive.
Yes. So we're going to add this extension. Here we go. MetaMask has been added to Chrome. MetaMask. And we see, can you see what's going on, Tom? You see this? Yes.
Spinning.
Spinning. Good. We have a fox. Looks great.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we're going to restart MetaMask.
That might happen, so.
Yeah, so let's see if I have my, over here, I got MetaMask. So I can click on that. Let's see what happens. Okay.
They're still building Web3 over there.
Welcome to Meta. Okay, so we're here. We got this fancy fox that's following my mouse. It's going to be here for a few minutes. Then we're going to get started. So we're going to go create a wallet, right-hand side. Okay? So before you do this, everybody should have a sheet of paper and a pen ready to jot down a secret phrase. We're going to create a wallet. And this is, do you want to give them all these settings? I always say no thanks. I'm going to create a password. So I'm going to make my password. Nobody can see what it is.
But it's 8 characters or more.
8 characters or more. I'm going to create my password. And then it's spinning. And then it's going to say, before you get started, write down your 12-word secret phrase. I watched this video 1,000 times. And now here's what's going to happen. Ready? I'm going to go click here to reveal my secret words. You would never do this on live video stream ever.
Never, ever, ever.
But here's my words. So these are the 12 words. If anybody gets these words, anything that's in this wallet is gone. Okay? So I'm going to write these down.
Change these words.
You cannot change these words. These are part of a vocabulary that's set, determined by Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's named off of the dictionary. Who invented Bitcoin?
You did.
Satoshi. Oh, Satoshi. So this is the Satoshi alphabet. And I have these. I'm going to go next. And then it's going to double check to make sure that I know it. So I'm going to have to go here and enter them in order. Sustain, inquiry, young.
And if you accidentally clicked, Jeremy, and you didn't write them down, then what?
And start over. And we're going to go through. I'm going to do this process.
You can go back, right?
Yes.
There's still time.
setup, slow, tuition, lift.
Did you memorize the order already?
Oh, I wrote it down. I always write it down. Then I confirm. Then I'm all done. So now I have this wallet has nothing in it.
This is
Right
now
here,
our public wallet too.
our public wallet. So just to show here, I'm going to just paste it. That's my Ethereum wallet address. OX7D D4. Okay. You see that? I can view this wallet on Etherscan. There's nothing there.
So easy.
Nothing's been sent to it. And I'm going to go now to OpenSea.io. And as soon as it comes up, I can click profile. I'm going to connect MetaMask, and it's going to pop up. It's going to be a gasless transaction. A second. I want to connect this account with 0 ETH and nothing in it to MetaMask. I click OK. It says I give a permission to see my address, account balance, activity, and suggest transactions. Gasless. It's connected. I accept and sign. Have me sign a transaction, agreeing to this.
It's
The
just
wallet address. I click sign, and now
you have an OpenSea account. Wow.
Now I have an OpenSea account tied to this particular wallet. So anybody that sends Ethereum-based NFTs or Polygon-based NFTs will be able to see this. So let's just go back to within here. So this is how I pop up my Ethereum, and now I'm going to. You can add a network, you can hide networks, you can go here and you can say, hey, I can lock my account, I can show it in different currencies. I want to actually go in and I'm going to delete Mask, and then I'm going to reinstall MetaMask. So one of the things that I do anytime I create a new MetaMask account, a new Ethereum wallet, I have my 12-word secret phrase. I'm going to delete, let me remove from Chrome.
All you need to access that wallet is that 12-word phrase.
Right.
You don't need
so
any
what I do
just address.
Correct. And what I do just to make sure life is easy, I'm going to add this back to Chrome. And then I'm going to set it up a second time, recovering an existing wallet. Back here, and it's going to go through the same setup stuff. And this is just me making sure, because I had it once where I thought I wrote down everything correctly. And that 12-word secret phrase, you write it and you put it somewhere super, super safe. You put it in a
don't
vault.
Screenshot it, not recommended.
You don't screenshot it.
You don't keep it digitally. Don't put it in iCloud. Don't put it in any, digital form.
Exactly. Never take a photo. Don't put it on Google Photos. Don't put it on the web. We're going to get started, and I'm going to just go again. I'm going to say, no, I already have a secret recovery phrase. I'm going to import my wallet. I'm going to say, no, thanks again, and I'm going to have to type in my words. Okay, so I'm going to try this and see if I get it right. If I have this right, that's when I can start putting assets on it, because I know if worse comes to worse, I can always recover it.
And you'll notice this time you're typing it in, not just picking words from the picker.
Correct. So this is like, do I have everything right? Do I know how they're spelled? I'm going to do my new password. Let's see if this works. Okay. Fingers crossed. Do I have a wallet? Hey.
And I'm going to sign into that same wallet because I know those 12 words.
Right. So everybody knows these words. So like maybe
we could all sign into this. You could practice.
You guys can all sign into this, and maybe what we'll do at some point, because we have this wallet address, we'll surprise and delight and mint a Phil NFT and put it there. And then whoever can get it, you have to dump some Ethereum on it to be able to transfer it off. Gas prices are really, really low. So I guess, so that's as simple as it is. There's a chat. Let me open up the chat.
How long did that take us? Maybe 5 minutes? Tops? 10.
I've done this with people, with companies before, like full onboarding, tens of people. that Ethereum wallet address, remember, we have that MetaMask wallet up here. You can copy it to a clipboard. If you go anywhere and buy Ethereum, that's the address to send it to, and then it'll show up on Etherscan. Right.
So if you went to, let's say, an exchange like Coinbase or Kraken or wherever, crypto.com.
Exactly. We call those, in the world of crypto, we call those fiat on-ramps. We call them fiat on-ramps because it's a place to take your fiat currency, your US dollars, your euros, your Canadian dollars, whatever it is, and buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. So the two sort of big ones, and then you would go into those and you would say, hey, I want to withdraw some Ethereum. And they'll say, what is your wallet address? And then you would put in the wallet address. So here's our community wallet address. So anybody can send stuff to there. I think we'll get a Phil NFT there as a surprise that anybody can take and port out. Then the question for everybody is what questions do we have? I see Charlie's typing.
No, I was just talking about.
Oh, okay. So yes. So I see Aaron is in metal. There are companies that will actually sell you a titanium stamp, and you basically go in and it's like a booklet that has all of the different words that can be part of your recovery phrase, and you basically build up a column, a cylinder, with every single one of those layers is stamped into titanium. You basically take one of those punches that puts an indelible mark into titanium in a grid, so it corresponds to like a 15 by 15 grid, the whatever set of words it is. So yes, you don't, if it burns, if your sheet of paper gets burned, it's lost, all of that.
Biggest risk is you lose this, and then it's gone.
Right. It's as much as safety as you want to do. So I'm inside the live chat. I see the chat there. If there's any other questions, happy to take questions. I see we got Aaron here, we got Charlie, we got Mia, John, Patrick, and Taco. So any questions about MetaMask, happy to, any way to do an example of mint. Not really, but we can take this account. I'm trying to figure out if there's a site that's minting now. Yes, so let me find. Let me
go to Souls were minting today. I don't know if they still go.
Wait, which one?
Souls. So I mean, we could maybe practice almost minting, right? Is what you?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have Ethereum in it, but we can go and
find one for you.
Find me something still minting. It can be one of those ads on.
Just go to OpenSea and pretend to buy something, and just don't sign a transaction.
Yeah, I can go to OpenSea. It's not quite the mint, but it is the buy. OpenSea, I can go. So any of these, let's see. Okay, Recur Nickelodeon first drop powered by Recur. I'm a big fan of Recur.
There's a curated art blocks in 18 hours.
There are no items to display, so none of them I can buy. So that's not a good sign. There are none that have sold. That's good. Back to OpenSea.
I think Moopy.
Moopy?
I'm looking.
I saw one of my favorite collections by David Horvath that did our collection. Here's one. I would click buy now. I would connect my MetaMask. Spinning. Nice and speedy. I'm going to connect this account. And then I don't have funds, but I would click buy now, and then it would pop up a do you want to buy? It would have an amount in Ethereum of 0.6555, and then it would also have an amount for gas. And right now gas is going to be pretty low. I'd imagine it's in the sub $20 range.
Try, and then if you want to just show a website, moopy.io is, I think.
Spell it
MOOPY. Yeah.
Moopy.io. The NFT. Here it's again spinning. It's going to try to connect to MetaMask. It's going to prompt me, do I connect? Yes. Again, it says, do you want to allow the site to see address, account balance, activity, and suggest transaction? You say yes. And then it's connected. And then I can go, hey, I want to mint. Okay. And it says I can't buy. Thank you for taking part. Okay. I need a site that has a live mint so I can get a mint function.
Let's see. You're not on the whitelist, Jeremy.
I'm not. I don't even know what a Moopy
You didn't
is.
follow and retweet Moopy. Okay. Let's see.
He leads.
You place a $1 bid on a noun.
Working on it.
I can't do that. I have no ETH. So bids on OpenSea are placed in ETH. Buying is in ETH. And you can go on Uniswap and go back and forth between, or native within MetaMask, go back and forth between ETH and ETH. Mint on a basis.
Here's one. Okay. This is live. This will give you a mint. Where are you, Jeremy?
I'm here. Let's talk.
Here, I just messaged it to you.
What's the URL?
It's a collection on House of Fruit. Let me try to find one that's just a website.
Okay.
Is Souls minted out? Yes. Go to soulsgalaxy.io.
Spell it.
SOULS Galaxy GALAXY.
I don't know if it was the shoes or the people. So again, connect wallet, MetaMask, gives me the prompt. Nice and speedy. Only 5,800 left. I'm gonna connect wallet to mint. I did that, not enough ETH, so I can't click it, and they want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to mint. But this button, I would be able to do that, and then it would prompt a button. It may have a dialog that says how many I want to mint. It's that easy, really. Hobbies bears. Okay. I'm gonna try this one. It's gonna do the same thing, Aaron, but we're gonna completeness. Hobbies bears. We're gonna click mint. Connect to MetaMask. It's going to tell me I don't have enough money to mint. Speedy site. Speedy. So anytime I onboard somebody, that extra step that we took of deleting or uninstalling MetaMask and then recovering from the phrase, I don't see a lot of people do that, but I personally have an issue where I thought I had a word down. And thankfully, before I was trading, something happened and I couldn't get back into it. So the mint price. Go. And this is giving my wallet address. No, somebody else's wallet address. It's a weird site, but there's some bears. They're different colors. It's puking out rainbows. So we do. Easy peasy. So, any questions? We know how to create MetaMask. Everybody's confident we can create a MetaMask wallet and we can connect it to a website if there's a button that says connect.
Yeah. Check.
No, Sebastian's no.
One no.
Okay. Got all checks except Sebastian. So what do we need to cover, Sebastian?
No, I'm just playing. I actually know.
Oh.
I have a MetaMask.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
No worries.
That was a no LOL, Jeremy.
That's good. No LOL is fine. No LOL is the same. Like I would do this with my parents, and then my dad would be like, "Yes, I got it," and then I would get a call 15 minutes later
I'm lost.
saying, "What is the extension again?" And then he would probably find a bad Chrome extension. So going back through security pieces.
Yeah.
Number one, we make sure that the extension is actually published by MetaMask. The number is still that 10 million, all of that. The second one that we do is we create the wallet, and then we delete MetaMask, reinstall MetaMask, and then import the wallet from the secret recovery phrase.
Where do we put
long
our
as we
secret
do that-
recovery phrase?
And then we put our secret recovery phrase on analog paper only,
Not digital.
not digital. I have a very good friend who she had some very good NFTs, including a Punk, a Meebit. She had Creatures World, and she had stored her secret recovery phrase in notes on her iPhone, and somehow that got hacked.
Bad idea.
So all of that was taken. This is back when CryptoPunks were in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, so she lost that. Plus, she had stored a lot of ETH on it. But general best practice is if you have a hot wallet, like you create one of these wallets that's not tied to Ledger or one of those hardware wallets, be very careful and don't store huge amounts of ETH on it, or don't store more than like you would comfortably be losing. There are a lot of scammers out there right now. So just assume they're out there trying to rip you off. Be careful. Still the Wild West.
It'll still be the Wild West next week.
It'll still be the Wild West next week. It'll just be ETH will be between 1,100 and 1,200.
Yeah, I thought it was
Just
going
up and
up
down.
today. Was it going up today?
It went up a little bit and then came back down, and then went up and came back down. It's been a seesaw.
It's
Right,
at
so
11 something.
in chat, are there any questions? Anything we should cover before we sort of break? We'll do one more of these next week, and then we'll do like a live office hours where Tom or I or Charlie or somebody will be inside this Beatheads live room. And if you guys are like connecting and you're like, hey, I tried to do this on my own, I encountered a weird issue, or what do I do? I'm missing one of my words. What do we do?
Same on mint day. As soon as I mint mine, I'll be in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When airdrops are coming, but we haven't announced any airdrops for the USIC execs. I have seen, and we'll talk more about this on the town hall tomorrow, but Tom and I have seen a full randomized generative collection that's been built. We have some work to do just to make sure that everything looks as good as sort of the Gen 1 beatheads that are there.
It looks good.
Looks good. We want to make sure it looks great.
Yeah.
Right. And we're sort of straddling this thing where if you look at the Gen 1 beatheads, they're very simple. And this isn't simple as like a negative term. It's simple in like deliberate style. There's not a lot of shading. There's not sketching and skewing. And then as we know in Gen 2, obviously in the Negaverse, you guys have seen the previews, there's a lot more detail in Gen 2. And the music is sort of straddling between the two of them. So we sort of, I think we're, in the analogy I'd use is we're sort of half pregnant. We have to decide which way we go, and sort of refine the art a little bit more to make sure that it meets sort of the quality control standards that we want to do as a brand. Because we don't want to bring something to market that we're not 100% behind for everybody that's in the project. So that's where we sit right now. I'm saying that as I look at U.S. Postal Service did a set of stamps that just came out called Message Monsters, which I'd encourage anybody to go. Yep. Yes, Aaron. Thank you for asking. I would encourage everybody to go look at, because these are just like very, very cute, very simple characters that I think very much is in like the spirit of like one spectrum of the art design world.
Just to be clear, they're not NFTs, they're stamps.
They're actual stamps. I put one on a letter to mail to my son that's at a camp for 4 weeks. Very, very cool. I like the design, but it's like, but again, it's like in the spectrum of very little detail, but
Right.
very deliberate. Like every line on that is
Super
drawn deliberately. So this is like we're trying to straddle this thing, and I think we're going to see a lot of exploration across all of that space as we sort of unpack what's happening in the Negaverse, what's happening in Gen 2, what's happening in music, what's happening in poker, and a lot of other things that we're exploring here. So we're going to have fun. I like the idea of getting Ethereum
project is
wallets.
going to mint out, Jeremy? The
Yes,
Souls
again?
project?
What?
Yeah.
Yes, again.
Well, the one that I sent you, that's Souls Galaxy, that's Sia. That's her music project.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know if they're going to mint out.
It's very tough. Right now, the market is very frothy, we would say. Aaron's asking where that project's listed, I think, where the Sia project's listed.
It's listed in OpenSea, just Souls Galaxy, but then they have a verified Twitter account, I think. Souls Galaxy with an underscore. SOULS.
Like Sia.
Yeah, it's Sia and David O'Reilly, but it's all Sia's voice, so they're music NFTs,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, but they're already listed for below mint price on OpenSea.
Yeah, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
that is a good sign. All right, guys, let's put out a 2-minute warning. Any other questions? Drop them in.
2
We'll
minutes.
We'll try to do one more of these.
30 minutes onboarding MetaMask wallet. We minted or tried to mint. Did we mint one of those bears?
We did not mint a bear because we had no money in it. But if
you need to pay for gas.
Right, the alpha is, guys, if you wrote down the secret phrase, we may drop Phil Ethereum NFT inside that wallet at some point. I think that'd be cute to do.
We'll create a new wallet too next time.
And then drop something there and see if you can guess. How many different recovery phrases would there be, Tom?
How many different recovery? Is it possible? Wait, what do you mean?
Yes. How many different recovery phrases would there be?
I
Statistically.
don't know. Mine, couldn't you have more than 12 words?
You can do 24 words, I believe, too.
That would create more. There's a lot.
There's also a length requirement too, so it's not as many as you think because it's not every word.
I think there's 2,048 different words. My understanding is there's 2,048.
So combinatorically, that would be like you'd count backwards 12 times. So that's like.
I mean, it's an ordered. It's 2,048. Choose 12 times.
Yeah, it's a combinatorically large. It's like I don't know what.
It's 2048 factorial over 2041 factorial.
Big number.
Yeah, it's a big number. It's a lot. It's roughly 2,000.
That's like 12 commas in that number.
2,000 to the 12. So let's see what this comes out.
Yeah, that's what it is. 12 comma. 2,000. That's. It's going to give you an E.
2,000 XY to the 12. 4.1 to the 39.
Is that from Wolfram Alpha?
That's on my calculator. My phone. 2,000 to the 12.
So I would go with it's 10 to the 36. 37 decimals.
It's 4 trillion.
1
3 times. 4
billion.
times. Trillion.
1 billion, billion.
Exactly. What is the 39?
1 billion, billion. I think. 4 billions.
The 39 name. This 10 to the 39 is duodecillion. It's roughly 4.1 duodecillion people. That's a good question for a contest.
Is it an even number?
Exactly. It's divisible by 4. Add up the digits.
That can be factored by 2.
I know that the answer is definitely even because 2048 is
2 to the 34 times what?
exactly a lot.
Yeah.
All right, we have more people dropping in. We got Helon dropped in.
Helen, I
Wrapping
love
up.
the heads. That looks good. All right, we're wrapping up. We did seed phrases. We installed the MetaMask. We uninstalled it. We
Reinstalled
logged
it.
in.
We recovered a wallet using a secret phrase.
All right, that's what I meant to say. We created an
Yeah.
OpenSea account.
We connected our wallet to OpenSea.
Did you unconnect to those sites?
No, because I didn't authorize them to do anything other than see my transactions.
Got it. I have a pending transaction. What's that about?
Uh-oh.
And did you
Don't accept, reject.
All right, what's the question?
Yeah, it's me, Taco. I did you verify whether we need WETH to pay for gas or not? Did you cover?
No, just WETH is only to make an offer on
Hello?
something that's already listed. Everything that we do for music industry will be in ETH.
Sweet,
ETH,
awesome.
not WETH. ETH, not WETH.
I think I've heard that before. I was just clarifying for myself.
Awesome.
So,
Yes. I'm gonna type it in here so it's just memorialized music drop, not WETH.
Yes. F.
It's only for making offers on OpenSea versus buying. Okay, so we dropped a little clarification within there that ETH is going to be needed for the music industry drop. Now, WETH is for making offers and also for putting bids on auctions on OpenSea. So
some of these are pretty cool. The rare ones.
The rare SIA things?
The rare SIA things, yeah. Or I would just say the most expensive. When you sort high to low in OpenSea, it's pretty cool.
And the other message is check out message monster stamps from the U.S. Postal Service.
This looks like
yeah, I've been practicing using OpenSea recently. I've never minted or bought anything on that side of, DeFi.
Yeah.
So I've just been kind of just picking up some random stuff.
Okay,
It's pretty fun.
That's a good rabbit hole to end up on. I was buying. At one point, I was buying things for like 0.001 ETH when ETH was low, and then it went up, and then I was paying more in gas to buy things. So I have like all of these weird babies, which turned out to be very odd because the guy wound up selling like a little bit of them, and then because they had the largest collection of these really weird babies, he wound up sending me ETH. He's like, you get 25% of the transactions. I'm like, great. So somehow I made like a very little bit of money, like $4 beyond what I put into it, but it was still like a very different outcome than I was expecting.
That sounds exciting.
It was very,
Awesome.
it was very strange.
Like,
I got a message like, hey, what's your address? I want to send you some ETH. I'm like, great, let's do it. Oh, that is the world of MetaMask, guys. We will do one more of these next week to run through exactly the same thing, and then we'll probably do the week after.
Yeah, like the FAQ office hour. Yeah.
Yeah, open hour, office hours, and just make sure that everybody's on board. If anybody has questions about like how to get ETH to the wallet, we can go through that.
I do have one more question.
Yeah.
Does it cost anything to do transfers on?
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll pay. That'll be a transaction. You'll pay a gas fee. Anything that requires sort of writing to the blockchain, whether that's minting, which is creation of a new token ID and then assigning it to a wallet, or a transfer, which is moving a token from one wallet to another. And usually that has to be written to the collection contract as well. That'll be a gas transaction. So that'll cost somewhere between, on a good day, like $3 to $4, and on a bad day, $50 to $60.
Yeah, no thanks.
Thinking about getting one of these souls.
Transferring Ethereum, transferring a currency tends to cost a couple dollars. Transferring NFTs can be expensive.
Correct.
Recently, it has not been, but it can be.
Always go to Etherscan, the gas tracker on there to see what the joules is.
I mean, just remember, like, the way that Ethereum is designed, it doesn't take that many transactions to get gas up. You're talking like tens in a particular block, and then gas doubles, which is how it's designed. So it can get expensive real fast. Like when some fairly big drops happen, like the other deeds from Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Group, gas got up to about 3 ETH to mint 2 of them. Then the only other one that I've seen was Vayner Sports Pass did a drop. Gas got up to about 0.7 ETH for a public mint. I'm going to tell you, I don't think we're going to have that issue. We're going to keep this pretty down low. I don't think we're going to see thousands and thousands of people rush in to try to get a music industry exec. It would be great. Just don't see that happening from the outset. So this will be something where I think gas will be relatively low. We're going to keep the minting costs relatively low.
No gas war, low mint price.
Exactly. I don't think that, and I'm happy to run through the economics. This is not something we're making money on. I'm just going to tell you guys this. We can go through transparently, but we have to charge something. Right. This is art for art's sake, and a lot of it is that we want to be able to capture an Ethereum wallet address some of our collectors, because there's going to be things that are going to be easier to do on the Ethereum blockchain than shipping a bulk sheet.
Yeah, we're broadening our horizons. Different collection, not beatheads, so to speak.
Exactly. So that is our world. We'll leave it open for one more minute and see if there's any other questions or comments inside the chat. And then beyond that, we will have our town hall tomorrow. Excited to be back on
at an earlier time tomorrow.
At an earlier time. We got Phil on the East Coast. We got me on the East Coast. I'm going to shift a little bit early.
Yeah. So I'll just move my nap time around a little bit. Should be fine.
Exactly. Shift your 9 holes.
Yeah, I only play 4 holes on Friday.
Okay. 4 9 holes.
Yeah, I may play
4
early.
sets of it. Exactly. A rough life. And that's what we're doing, guys. We're going to call it. I'm going to disconnect my screen now.
Jeremy, thanks for leading us.
Absolutely. We're happy to do this again.
Outstanding questions, or you're stuck. We're here.
Exactly. Throw something in the main chat. We'll route it to the right people. We'll get you an answer. This is supposed to be, by the time we do this, it's supposed to be frictionless. Where if you want to be able to get a music industry executive, you can. It is not compulsory. You're Gen 1. Everything's going to still go with the same roadmap. It'll be great. There'll be some utility for the music industry executives, but it's not going to be something where you need to have it to get the roadmap that's already been announced. So all of that stuff.